They say when it rains, it pours, and the dark clouds never seem to be disappearing from the Alpine team, do they? It's been a horrible few years, in fact, and it just keeps getting worse. Betrayal, OEM leaving, another team principal. Let's take a look. So we have the news. Bruno Famin is leaving, heading back to Viri with Renault. He's taking his tools with him and basically his engine as well. He's been sacked or moved back to the Renault outfit, and the big news really here is Alpine and Renault are looking to split. Renault are effectively abandoning their F1 engine project. It's been horrible, hasn't it? I mean, their 10 years in F1 have been with some highs, but ultimately many lows, especially once they've tried to go alone, and it's just really not worked for them at all. I mean, it must be a real kick in the teeth for the staff at Renault. They feel they've been betrayed. Their jobs remain, but they will be looking to move on to other projects. Their big one really was the F1 project. That's what really housed a lot of the talent and why they stayed. And they didn't even wait for the first run. These are the words of, the union rep for the Renault staff that are now moving off the Alpine F1 project and moving on to other Renault departments. Apparently the engine was looking good though, and there are rumours that it was looking between as close to, or if not better, within the range of about 15 horsepower to the Mercedes, by all rumours and reports is without even running against each other. The benchmark engine at this moment, everybody is sort of saying the Mercedes looks like the best. Red Bull looking there or thereabouts as well. So yeah, if they are that close, it's interesting that Alpine have just said nope, we're not doing that at all. We're going our own way, and we're looking for a customer engine, and they are rumoured to be in deep talks with Mercedes. Now they have to tie things up on the very side of things, and I think there's some agreements that need to be reached with the workers to move them across and onto the other projects, and then eventually, Alpine will be free to announce a new engine partner for 2026. Interesting, because the whole 26 regulations were built around keeping engine manufacturers in, lauded with Ford looking to come back in, joining with Red Bull powertrains. We've got Honda remaining F1, so it is strange that we're seeing an engine just leave altogether. I don't think anybody else will pick that Renault engine up. It's, if their junior company are, kicking off the parent company out of that project, I don't think anybody else is going to go there. I don't think they're going to continue that project at all. If Alpine abandon it, it looks like that's going to be the way. So interesting times ahead. That's the engine front. Bruno Famin gone, but in comes his replacement, the young Oliver Oakes, 36 years old, the youngest team principal behind Christian Horner. I mean, all that long ago, I still can't remember Christian being that young, but he's a young previous racing driver, won karting championships. He got into management through his own team, Oakes Karting. His father owned a F3 team, and then he, along with others, basically built up the high-tech Grand Prix. Now they compete in F2, F3, British GB3 and the British F4, so they run on all fronts. He's been the management there. He's run with the likes of, or managed the likes of George Russell, Liam Lawson and Jack Doohan up through his team, and they've progressed on to good things in Formula 1. So comes with some pedigree in terms of man management, driver management, but absolutely zero experience at the Formula 1 level. Is he the man, really? Is he Flavio's apprentice? Now, we know Flavio hasn't got the legs, he's an old man now, but I'm sure his brain ticks over as sharp as ever. Is he effectively Flavio's apprentice? Someone that he can, Flavio can mould, and basically they can He won't answer too many questions back, really, will he? But he'll be the right man potentially to guide them. They can be a young, dynamic team. Are they looking like they want to be like Red Bull in that sense? Are they looking at that sort of the Red Bull McLaren model? Now, if they go with... What they probably have seen is that it can work. Having a young manager, it worked for Red Bull brilliantly so. It's just about getting the talent in around them now, and that's crucial. And we know they're leaking talent left, right and centre. Williams have signed 30 Alpine members over the last few months. More people still moving, so they really need to stop that leak of talent, and then from there on build. If they are going to sign, they need to sign with a major engine partner soon. We've got Pierre Gasly, who signed up to this team, which he'd probably hoped for much better from where they were, fighting for fourth all the way down to towards the back of the constructors now, aren't they, Renault, Alpine, and they seem way off. They need some positivity and they need it quick. And this man, is he the right one to do it? Who knows? But they've gone for someone young and dynamic. He's not got no experience in F1, but we've seen before that's not always a massive requirement as long as you can build that team around and galvanise everybody. It's a lot of work to do on a young man's shoulders. I think ultimately it works with him being with Flavio, the two sort of like an apprentice role. I imagine that's how it'd work. And then to build that team from the ashes effectively. New engine partnership, when will we hear that? Who knows? It's all about getting the very staff sorted, and then that will come. And then he's got a job of finding a replacement for Esteban Ocon. Now, we still don't know who that could be. Rumours highly that Jack Doohan will take that place. He's worked with him before, interestingly, so could he be the man really to take up that? It'll be someone he's worked with. And an ally effectively up there in the team, and he'll need as many of them as he can because that seat really looks toxic at the moment. And it'll be interesting to see how they head from here. But yes, more news of people leaving, going, some interesting incomings for Alpine, but not quite the top level that you'd want, is it, to build confidence. And like I say, the leaking stuff, but more drama continues at Alpine. The big one, Renault leaving. Didn't see that one coming, but there we have it. Flavio doing Flavio things. He's got big jobs to do now to fix this. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. As always, see you next time. Must be hard being an Alpine fan, isn't it?